Hey there, this is High Score TJB on 99 Continues for Wall Jump. I'm sitting here with Legit Camel, and today I want to talk about sports games because I feel like sports games have gotten a very unfair rap ever since really the creation of video games. Because, I mean, when you think about it, video games, they're supposed to be an embodiment of your imagination, what you want to do. You know, do you want to be a person, exploring tombs like Uncharted or, Tomb Raider? Then, boom, play a video game. There you go. Do you want to be a hero and save the day and save a princess? Well, you got Mario. So, what about those people who, I like to play video games, but I also really like sports. I would love to be in the Stanley Cup. Why not be in the Stanley Cup in an NHL game? Or I want to be scoring the winning touchdown. So, why not be scoring a winning touchdown? Like, I don't get what the negative stigma there seems to be behind that is. I know you like some sports games as well. I will agree that more modern sports games, are not as good as they used to be. And when I say used to be, I mean like the GameCube, Xbox, PS2 era, where you had like the NFL Blitz, you had the NHL Hits, both made by Midway, you had the NFL Streets, you had those games, which really put a lot of fun into video games, or into sports games in general, as opposed to like the current Maddens that I think they just did it for the last one or the one before that. They started doing it again, where they wouldn't even have Madden hits or Madden tunes, Madden tracks, whatever you want to call them, the songs during the menus in the video games, unless they were the Monday Night Football theme or something like that. Like, you remember the Maddens where it was like Green Day or Sum 41. Like, you were going through the menus and it was like, you know what? I like this song. One of my favorite ones is Dreadlocks Falling All Over Me by Murs from the Madden 08. For the longest time, they didn't even have those anymore.
That is one of the most disappointing things, because I think the soundtracks in the Madden games, like when you play...
They could have sold CDs based off of that.
When you play a game for hours, it's got to have a good soundtrack attached to it. I clocked in so many hours in Madden 06. I can't remember the exact soundtrack in there, but I remember that there was a really good Offspring song in there, and I believe that there was also a good Avenged Sevenfold song on there. Mm-hmm. And, I remember Fall Out Boy, Dance Dance. Oh my gosh, I listened to that. I had that on like repeat when I was playing Madden 06.
You and me were just discussing it earlier today in my house. I became a big fan of Billy Ocean because of NASCAR Thunder 2003. They have a update Rocky version of Get Into My Car, and that made me explore that song more, and I became a big Billy Ocean fan of it now. But yeah, they also took a lot of fun out of the video games. I mean, there's one thing... Like I said, I'm a big sports fan, so I watch a lot of football. Oakland Raiders, Green Bay Packers, they're my boys. But they took, like, the NFL, I will argue, I'm on the side of the argument of it's become kind of the no-fun league where you celebrate, you get penalized, which is stupid. Because they want people to show emotion. And when you show emotion, then you get flagged. That's stupid. But nonetheless, I mean, I was okay and willing to deal with that because I am not a player in the NFL. But if I was to play, like, Madden 2000... or NFL Quarterback Club 2001 for the 64. Like, once you score a touchdown, or if let's say you make a first down, or let's say you get a sack, you can push a button on your controller and you can do a dance, or you can spike the ball, or just something stupid. And it was cool, and it was fun. Now, the regular Maddens, it's like you score a touchdown and you just set down the controller and the players will go through their, oh, hey, let's all high-five each other, or, if you're Victor Cruz, or if you're Cruz, then you'll do the, the salsa or whatever he does, and that's pretty much it. And you don't have any input. You watch it like it's the presentation, which I guess is cool, but I don't know. I really don't feel like I'm having as much fun as I used to.
Honestly, I'm gonna have to disagree with you though on the statement you made earlier with.
I know you're not a Raiders fan.
No. With sports games, always like throughout history of video games being shunned upon or something. Honestly, you look at games like Tecmo Bowl and stuff like that. When you look back at the old football games, everybody loved the football games. You know what I mean? It was like...
Yeah, but name me one other football game they loved other than Tecmo Bowl.
I mean, I wasn't around during the era, honestly. But
neither was I.
I was just using Tecmo Bowl as an example. Like, growing up playing video games, like the NFL 2K series and even some of the earlier Madden games, like, it wasn't shunned upon to get them. I think, honestly...
It's become that way, though.
Yes, it definitely evolved into that. And I think a big part of it was the fact that there was an iteration every single year.
Yeah.
And the fact that Madden owned, or EA owned, exclusive rights to the football franchise, and with that, anybody that was buying the Madden games, it seemed like real video gamers all of a sudden started catching on to what EA was doing. They're just rehashing the same game every year and trying to get me to spend $60, so that when their friends that weren't as into video games as they was like, I'm gonna go buy the newest Madden, that you'd look at them and be like, why are you buying it? It's the same one as last year. And they're like, and it's their one video game purchase that these guys will do every year. So now there's this stigma about it where it's like, if you play football games, you aren't a real video gamer.
I do gotta agree with you, because I actually thought it was a joke. I thought it was a joke article when I saw this Facebook article. And it was the new Madden 17 coming out. And I really thought some fan was like, oh, let's make fun of it. And put the same exact selling points that they did for last year's. But then I just went to last year's article. And it was the same exact selling points. Better graphic, updated rosters, better online. And then it went to Madden 16. Better graphics, updated models, all this stuff. And it's like, really? They're not even trying with the advertising department again? But it's not just that. There was a lot of really good... Like, not just football, which, yeah, EA, honestly, I'm not one of those people that agree with the internet a lot, but EA really ruined the Madden games, or just football games in general, because if you want to have an actual licensed football game, which is the only thing people will buy, because I'm not going to buy some Yahoo, hey, this is our fantasy league. Imagine if, Las Vegas had a team. All Las Vegas Raiders are going to be a team here soon, but imagine if, Orlando had a football team and stuff like that. I'm not probably going to buy that, especially over Madden. Because I want to play as, let's say, Aaron Rodgers, as opposed to Joe somebody. You know what I mean? But not just football games that EA ruined. Hockey games. They used to be really good. They're actually still pretty good, but that's just because the game of hockey is really fun to play. But they, I think they survived better. And I do believe FIFA is on an uptick.
FIFA is the only sports game around, in my eyes, that still, actually holds an audience where they're not just pissed off at whatever franchise owns them. Actually, the 2K basketball games too. 2K basketball games, they actually,
even though they've been getting more ridiculous lately,
a little bit, but they've been actually improving every year. Every year that I see 2K come out with a new basketball game, it's not like with the Madden games where I'm like, what happened to this feature and why are they adding this stupid feature into the game?
Here's my take on that, because I love playing sports games. 2K the basketball series, they do improve every year, but they also don't improve every year, if that makes any sense, because they have no competition. So
they technically do. It's just
they don't really worry. Yeah, they don't really worry about screwing up, or they don't really worry. It's like they don't have much worry behind them. They don't have any fire build up behind them. For example, a game that I recently purchased. I forgot exactly which NBA 2K game it was, but it was the one where LeBron James claps his hand and does the whoop boo with the magic dust or the powder.
Oh, yeah.
I've got it. And I love franchise modes. I love superstar modes where I can be my own player, make my decisions, talking to the media and stuff like that. This game, though, I don't know how this got by anybody in the whole process of the game. If you believe me or not, you played franchise mode, got drafted by a team. You had your own personality. You can agree to do stuff, you can agree not to do stuff. And it really shaped how the cultures and everything viewed you, right? And how all the people viewed you. So you go all through the way out your franchise, you sign your rookie contract, you do your 2 rookie years, and then guess what they forgot to put in the game? Free agency. So after that rookie contract, when you're like, oh cool, I can play for the Bucks, I can play for the Pacers, I can play for the Raptors, whatever. Nope, you're stuck with whatever team you signed, unless you piss that team off and make them want to trade you away. Dude, it's a sports game.
I remember that.
Sports game.
I do remember somebody bringing that up.
And not just that, but the most recent one, it's almost like you're playing a movie, which I guess isn't too bad, but it's like a drama-filled movie where it has to do with like a girlfriend, and you have to fight between your girlfriend or your old friend who became your agent now, and you have to go back to your old hometown to prove yourself, and you have to do all this stuff. No, just
you want to have your own story. I want to make my own story.
I guess.
And that's what the point of Superstar Mode is, right?
Yeah.
You want to make your own story in the league that is NFL or NBA or whatever it is that your video game is.
But yeah, so I guess that's just my overall view. NBA Street, NFL Blitz will always be a favorite of mine.
I will miss those kind of games. I haven't. When is the last time that they made a sports game that wasn't supposed to be hyper realistic?
Don't know, man.
It's been literally since NFL Blitz, like 2003
I'm looking on my
or
shelf
something.
and I can see NFL Blitz. Or not even NFL Blitz. It was Blitz the League. Because at that time, EA bought out NFL. Before that, probably the NFL Blitz series, like NFL Blitz 2003 or NFL Street, whichever one came out last. But that was it.
Yeah,
everything else has to be so
NFL
realistic.
Blitz, right?
Yeah, we're not even talking about NASCAR. Dude, NASCAR games got so bad that EA wasn't even allowed to make games for them anymore. NASCAR saw the sales of their games and were like, okay, you guys suck, so we're not going to let you do it anymore.
There's another sports game I was trying to think of. Can't think of it right now.
NBA Street?
No, it was another franchise. Oh, yeah, the baseball games.
Oh, yeah.
Those are, like, the only things that seem like they haven't changed year by year that people... Like, it's the same game every year, literally roster swap.
Yeah.
I don't know. I miss the old baseball games, too, that you could, like, do these crazy, like, home runs and stuff like that, where it was just super unrealistic. You'd, like, break the bat over the ball and stuff, and the bats were, like, just massive. You could do all this cool
I want cheat
random
codes
crap.
again.
Yeah. I miss... That was the most fun in sports games, honestly, for me, was, like... the unrealism of some of it. Sometimes, like, the realistic stuff, when I'm in the mindset for it, awesome. But I miss the unrealistic sports games, too. They're just as fun to me. Hey everyone, it's Legit Camel. I'd just like to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and let all your friends know about our channel. And if you are at all interested, please follow us on Facebook and Twitter. And if you wanted to check out any of the other videos, they should be down below. I'll see you all next time.